backstreet to this one. I'm picking off these intros because we need to make sure we get some things straight. First and foremost, there is not a curse. Do not believe and it won't come true. Because right now we're in the losers match and there's some shenanigans already afoot. Spawning here in the bottom left corner of the map, we've got our pink Terran player from Axiom Esports. Who's it going to be, Tempo?
Ryung!
Godspeed, Ryung. His opponent in the top right, coming from My Insanity, he's going to be the red Terran player.
Jjakji!
Also known as Tits McGee, as he does have a Reaper possibly set up on the other side of the map. Actually, oh, you know what? This might be Proxy Marauders, because Reapers are so bad on this map.
Yeah.
What? I'm wondering, is he putting in the back so he can knock down the rocks? No, that would take too long.
That would be way too crazy.
No,
that would take a bit.
Yeah, regular Proxy Marauders.
But I mean, he's still good, but I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. Holy moly, though. Proxy Marauder, I haven't seen that one in a long time, so he's gonna go ahead and put his barracks on the opposite side of the map. And then he's gonna... I'm wondering what he's gonna do. Okay, I thought he was starting something else at home, but it's just a supply depot. And he's getting that concussive shell. This is one of those weird builds, man, that it does come down to your micro and can snowball pretty well. And usually doesn't end the game, but you lose a lot of SCVs trying to deal with it, and you need to not let your Marauders get surrounded, for sure. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Haven't seen it play out in a while.
I've actually seen a lot of Proxy Marauders. Major was doing this a lot in the Lycan League. We had during the entirety of the Dream Pool, pretty much every time there's a Terran player in the Alima League, they were pulling this off. This is so strong because it catches somebody so off guard, and the problem for Ryung is he opened with Marines, not with a Reaper. Oddly enough, the Reaper is actually really good at trading with the Marauders because it can heal up. But the Marines, they take that permanent damage. They're slowed for a long time. And marching up this, here comes this first two. If he had a full wall off, this would be different. But even then, it's not going to be fun to deal with. You can't necessarily build a counter either because the Marauders are so good against them. The Banshee's definitely going to help him win this. But even the bunker on the high ground, this will provide vision, if nothing else, for Jjakji as he kites these SCVs around. But has to go for it. Oh, actually, loses it.
Yeah, he doesn't even cancel it either. And Ryung pulling a bunch of SCVs off the line. He might even get us around on these two Marauders. If he gets it on two, that is the best he could ask for.
SCVs are really good in this situation, but keep in mind, Jjakji's actually pulling ahead in workers while this goes on, so not an over-dedication, a really expensive investment. But the question is, will he be able to get anything back at home to defend? He does have a factory building, and maybe a Widowmine helps, but a Widowmine doesn't stop a Banshee. Even if it hits directly, it cannot one-shot a Banshee.
Ryung one shot in this situation.
Look at this. The Widowmine's going to go off. Oh, kaboom.
Wow. Really nicely held here from Ryung. And I think that Jjakji knows what is coming, so he's scrambling at home to get a starport out. He's going to use a Viking in order to deal. Run, boy. Got a whole lot of love. And he comes right back. What? He's like, okay. Forget it, man.
There's a Widowmines there that's going to definitely deter him. Back at home for Jjakji, though, the starport's on the way. I don't know if this can come out fast enough, because the Banshee's already almost finished up. If the Viking's the first thing that comes, that's well and good, but there's one command center for scans of detection. That's not going to cut it at catching multiple Banshees. As long as Ryung does not sit in the middle of a scan and just let something tear away at it, he should be pretty good in the situation.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if he's just going to go right on ahead with it at first. He's just going to go right there, and Cloak is halfway done, so the Viking has a chance of taking it out. But I think if he plays it very safely, he should be alright and be able to wait until... Oh my god, he's going right for the Marauder. He should be able to wait until that Cloak does finish. Ryung is pissed. You see him microing that? He wanted to kill that Marauder so bad.
Oh, he's
just going to chill here.
Yep. Now, Cloak's not done, so sadly he's going to lose this first Banshee, but he got a good amount of kills through this.
We got a Widowmine there, too! That thing just ran across the map!
What is that? You know, if he actually gets this off of the Viking, it can one-shot a Viking. But pulls this back, because whether it goes off of the Marauder, whether it goes off of the Viking, it's better than going off on one SCV or so. And it's probably going to have time to make sure this doesn't happen. Oh, the quick snipe out of this Marines gets the Deepa, stops the SCV. Once again, another SCV being pulled into this. He doesn't want the Widowmine to go off on it. Oh, sadly it does.
Oh. And a Marine as well. I'm going to go back to the skies, as it's 3 in the sky already. Uh-oh.
Oh, man,
more volley. Can he get it?
No, he gets away from the scan.
Whoa!
Sick moves that. Can he get another supply depot for this? Oh my god, this is Jjakji is really just feeling the burn of this attack. And the command center comes out of that natural base for Ryung while this goes on, so he will pull ahead in workers eventually. But this depot is burning. He's had to burn 3 scans so far to clean up the attacks. That's 3 less mules. That's almost 750-ish minerals he should have in his pockets that he doesn't due to this.
Yeah, really nice. He's done, and Ryung is going to go pull ahead in the workers as well, and he has his command center on the way too. Raven will come out, but I mean, there are not even any more Banshees being made here from Ryung. There's only one more on the map. That should be the last one, unless he decides to continue to make it after this Raven. This is cool. He's going to go right for that turret. And now, microing his heart out as best as he can. Not much you can do with that, but now, Banshee comes on back, and there's another skin going to have to get burned, Rifkin. Oh my god.
Oh, he's got a Raven out.
The Raven.
Yeah.
So nicely done there from Jjakji. Cleaning that up. And at the end of the day, they're relatively even and the units lost, so Jjakji took a little bit more from there, but his command center is delayed. Just a bit. So, that was... hot damn!
Donkey Kong! Hey, yo, Donkey Kong, let's go. Here he comes, Banana Slammer, Conga hero. Hey, yo.
Every time I think of any Donkey Kong song, I think of the Donkey Kong rap from Donkey Kong 64. Hey, it's Donkey
He's
Kong.
the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's back again to kick some tail. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DK. Donkey Kong. I could go through the whole song, but I'm not going to.
I wish I knew it. Yeah, I don't know the whole thing. I'm not as good.
No, you've definitely spent your life in a little bit better of a manner than mine. Now, Ryung actually has a small worker lead. It's not that huge. I really thought this was going to be a bigger gap in SCVs due to the A, faster command center, but B, the harass for the Banshee. But as we look at this, it's pretty normalized. I guess a little bit of air control definitely going to be in the favor of Jjakji. His own Banshee's coming out too to break tanks, but I like that Viking count. I like the Raven. I mean, Jjakji, I really thought he was going to be screwed out of this game. It was a failed cheese. Well, not failed. I guess he got some SCV skills for it, but it was not devastating. He took a lot of damage back and all, but he's recovered quite well. He is still down in workers, though. We'll see if that can maybe carry Ryung to be a little bit further in this game or not.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, are they both going for similar builds here? As no. Yeah, it will be. The barracks are getting added on here from Jjakji as well. So, Marine tank seems to be the way that they want to go. But Jjakji's going to be going into some Banshees of his own, too, so that's a little interesting. I don't know if Ryung will be expecting that, but he does have the Raven. So it shouldn't be too much. He just doesn't have any Vikings. And he's dropping. He's going to be using all of his Marines to go drop, so this Banshee just comes in. There's no turret here either. Whoa, that timing. He's going to have to use an auto turret.
This is getting work done. Tom Grub always makes these jokes like no one expects the late Banshee, but Ryung certainly didn't here. Then that worker count becomes a lot closer. That gap of almost 7 becomes a gap of barely 3, barely 2. I mean, I like this.
Really nice, but what's going to be at home here for Jjakji? Got 2 Vikings going to get the first medevac, maybe. Whoa, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Woo, really nice positioning there.
Sorry,
Holy
Love finally responded to the Danny DeVito tweet, and he's not happy with me.
He's not happy about it? I thought he would love it, though.
No, I sent him all the pictures last night.
Oh, God.
All the Danny DeVitos.
All the Vitos. Oh. Well, seems like they just keep poking each other and not really getting... Well, Jjakji is getting better hands of these... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, Jjakji is getting better hand of those exchanges whenever they would poke at each other. But that doesn't mean that the threat that of these Marines and the medevacs is not going to be something that Jjakji can simply ignore. They're going to go ahead and bust down the rocks, and the siege tanks have to reposition. Those rocks are strong, man. They were built for it tough. And even
Shut up.
They can even withstand the fire and bullet of a C-14 Gauss rifle here, Rifkin. But that is just a juke. The juke says he does try to reposition.
Jjakji's got the whole position on the ramp, but he doesn't have the fodder that Ryung does. Coming to this, there's so many more Marines. The auto turret's still holding strong. He doesn't have to push into the ramp. Realizing this, he backs away towards that mineral line. He's going to try and pick off the SCVs, and what can Jjakji do? He repositions one of his tanks to try and intercept this, but one tank is not going to deal with Marines too quickly. In fact, unsiege these tanks and moving in is one order. Oh, they're both on siege. If Jjakji goes now,
oh my God, Ryung could. Yeah.
Goes for the scan. He sees the tanks repositioning. Marines sent forward to soak some shots. He's going to win another tank fight here. This command's sort of getting so close to dying, though. He's going to have to repair this. He's going to have to lift this. And while this goes on, Ryung expands to a third. This is looking so good for Ryung.
He's making this look so easy at the moment, and he's going in, splitting his Marines. All over
Takes off another one.
That's all you need to do.
It's good that he pulled back. If he lost his Marines, then all of a sudden Jjakji would just unload on top of the tanks and kill this offensive line. But all this going on, there's no mining coming out of Jjakji. His income's in the gutter. His supply is falling behind further and further, and that army value just can't keep up. Three Marines, one tank. I mean, 2 medevacs. Ryung living in wealth
He is, and this is the desperation. The SCV's getting off the line, then having second thoughts, but it's too late, man. Once you're in the line of fire, you are not getting out of that one. And this is just brutal now. Jjakji down more than half of the supply of his opponent, Ryung, and GG will be called. Ryung takes a quick 1-0 in this best of 3 series.
All right, 6.
Match. Oh goodness. Okay, boys and girls, this is the losers match of the ASL Prime League Season 4 Group D, and we are jumping right into this because there are some shenanigans going on, Rifkin, once again.
Yes, there are, and I'm not surprised that it's a bit of a role reversal. Spotting here at the bottom left corner of the map, he just applied the 1-Rax Proxy Marauder. He might get a dose of his own medicine this time. In fact, actually, no, it's going to be Reapers. Anyways, it's going to be the blue Terran player from My Insanity, Jjakji. And his opponent looking good in red. Spawning in the top right corner of the map, it's going to be none other than Axiom's Ryung. Alright, so it's interesting to do this with a Reaper on this map. I don't dislike this move. It's a really big ramp. There's a lot of ways in and out as well. Not ramp, pardon me, but entrance to the base. And Jjakji, okay, he's going to match his own Reaper production, but it's 1-Rax for 1-Rax, so it's not that cheesy, but if this bunker goes down the way I think it is, it's going to be.
Oh, wow, bunker, yeah, and he gets it in.
High ground vision is going to be pretty key. Taking some shots. Jjakji's going to see this, though.
Wow, that star sense is tingling from Jjakji. He is going to be able to defend against this pretty well, and he's going to deal with that SCV with the Reaper, most likely. I think so, yeah. But, I mean, if they're killing the SCV, then the first Reaper of Ryung is going to be able to get the first shot. Oh, there we go. Not even going to bother.
Han versus Greedo. Who shot first, Tepo?
Yeah, right? There we go. Doesn't even need to. Let's just go for a little bit longer. And then now this is kind of... I mean, what else are you going to do from here? You just hope that he stops making Reapers, and then it gets kind of an awkward situation where you continue to make Reapers because you don't know when they're going to stop making Reapers. Like, this is so weird.
This is supposed to snowball, and because this SCV didn't die, the bunker might actually complete. No!
No way!
But it's not over yet because this does provide high ground vision, so it's why he's not canceling it immediately. Once the combat drugs kick in and this third Reaper comes out, he's going to be able to try and get back in here and tangle with the remaining 2. Hopefully and ideally before Jjakji's third one comes out. He's got to get a bit of an edge if he can. Cancels the bunker. Back at home, we start up a factory as well, so it's not. This is not some big, oh my god, I got to do or die, but he has down-in workers coming out of this. The new Reaper's going to spawn in just a sec. Spawns into the Reaper fire. Unfortunately, Jjakji will get that micro back, or fortunately for Jjakji, if you're the Jjakji fan in this situation. But 2-Rax Reaper for Jjakji is now going to start snowballing ahead, and I wonder if Ryung has just simply baited this out, because back at home, a factory's on the way, and whether it's a Widow Mine or whether it's Hellions, will be able to deal with their Reapers pretty well.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it will be. He is getting a second gas, so he may even drop a starport at some point. And it is going to be a Hellion, so Hellion should be able to deal with those Reapers at home. And what is Ryung going to do with his Reapers? Is he going to wait until Jjakji decides to go over his base and then go in and try to get some damage of his own? Or is he just going to play the defensive route? Add another Rax. Well then,
Oh, it's a starport.
in
Interesting.
an expansion. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, that is a
Interesting,
problem.
right?
Jjakji's the one who went for the expansion in this situation. So if left unkilled for a long time, he's actually going to pull ahead.
Hmm. I don't think that Ryung's gonna leave him unkilled though. I mean, if he's gonna go for this heavier tech, he's getting that Hellion out. The fact that there is no tech lab here, is he just gonna use the medevac in order to? Oh, with the Hellion, and these actually who wins this
Too many
battle?
Reapers. I think there's too many Reapers. I don't know. This is a weird fight. The Hellion damage is good, but all the Reapers are really low for Jjakji. Like one shot from death. If he could get high ground vision, that would have been so good, but high ground wasn't destined for him. Hellion comes in from behind to clean this up, but this is too many Reapers, 4-1, and it is snowballed. Meanwhile, the barracks actually used as an overlord in this instance, scouting the base of Jjakji while this is going on. Just lifts it to check. He's looking to chill, but he
casual barracks.
Yeah, we could
he sees all the Reapers coming too. Wow, he actually could. That'd be so funny as soon as Jjakji would lift it up for something, but this is a weird situation. You gotta do some sick micro with the Hellions. Hellions do the extra damage, but those Reapers can spread around. Damn, that micro is really good by Jjakji. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. GG, yeah. Wow. Jjakji gives Ryung a little bit of a taste of his own medicine and is able to tie up the series 1-1.
All right, kids.
Boy.
If it's one thing you learn from pro Korean Terrans, it's if don't cheese. It's not one.
This is the losers match, aka the Lazarus match. One of these players will fall, but the other one will rise from the ashes to face off against Hydra. In the deciders match, Rifkin, who will it be?
Well, it's one of these two players, that's for certain. They're both very similar because they are Terran. They're both very similar because they're Korean.
Saying Terran
they
out
both
like
come
the same.
from really likable teams, Mind Sanity and Axiom. It could definitely be either of these guys. But if I had to introduce one, I think I would pick... Well, I wouldn't be able to pick because they're both very similar guys. They're both Terran. They're both...
guys. They're both guys as well.
That's true. No, but seriously, spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map with a barrack sting within his own base, keeping it in his pants from Axiom. I give you Ryung! And his opponent in the upper left, playing for my insanity, looking for that that final match tonight. It's gonna be
Jjakji.
So this does kind of suck because this isn't a situation where your favorite player loses and they just simply fall down or go to another series. Your favorite player loses this game, they're out. That's it. It's map 3, it's side up 1-1, and everything's on the line for this. I don't know who I'm rooting for more here. On one hand, I really like Jjakji. He's had a lot of really impressive results in the past, but he's also not quite his former self. Not the god he used to be, not the GSL champion he once was.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Ryung's also fallen on hard times. He's not really found himself winning a lot of tournaments lately. He's not this crazy, amazing good player. He's looking to prove himself, and I would definitely think the ESL Prime League would be a great way to do that. So kind of rooting for him to stay in this a little bit longer. Maybe get further to the round of 16.
Yeah, I agree. That's just such a rough situation here, you know? They've both played against each other, had cheese happen, and now it's like... oh, what's going to happen right now? So they must be on their toes right now and very, very paranoid of whatever could be happening. But, you know, we've made it to about the 5-minute mark and nothing crazy is going to be going on as far as barracks being not inside of their bases or whatnot. So the funny thing is that they are both going for very similar builds here. In the sense that it will be a tech lab on a starport, but a Viking is going to be coming out of Ryung. That's what I was going to think of. Like, even though we did see this kind of similar opener, sometimes you still will see the Viking come out first in order to deter the Banshee while getting one up of your own. And look, even both of them are doing it, so... I like. I really do, though. This is from the bottom of my heart.
Me too.
A lot more sincere than that Fox apology that I wasn't going to do.
Fox? You did not.
I did. What's wrong with that?
Because that's totally wrong.
Okay, well, the fake apology that I was gonna do. Hey, it wasn't wrong. I think it was right.
Ooh.
I think it was right. We're not gonna call Miriam on this one. This is like what the anti-Banshee build, but neither of them are going for Banshees. Is that what this one is here?
It's more of a safe opening, but yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's really weird that the 2 games leading into this were the really cheesy ones, and that this is how they play the 3rd match.
I know, right? It's just like so safe, so scared almost. And the only difference, of course, is that I think Jjakji was the one that scouted, and Ryung is just kind of staying in the dark and just playing his own build and doing it up. So nothing too crazy, but he's a little bit ahead in every aspect. Just as you look at the production tab. But a little bit different here. Tanks are already in production here for Ryung. And I saw Hellions coming out here from Jjakji. So yeah, Hellions are going to be the choice for Jjakji while the tanks are already on the way. And here comes a lot. This is like what? Want some 4GG stuff right now? It's just straight up mech to set up for mech.
Actually, mech would be really cool to see. Just because of how frustrating a map like this really could lead towards it. There's a lot of good engagements you could take. There's a lot of good drop potential, but this Widow Mine, not... Okay, gonna get anything done.
Yeah.
Oh, raise the depot! Oh!
Yo!
Oh!
That would have been disastrous if... imagine if those if the Hellions just got all in so easily.
Check to see what's going on. Yeah, neither of them going for mech, though. I really thought that maybe that would have been the case, but double racks is coming down for both behind it.
Indeed, but the siege tank count goes in the favor of Ryung, as the siege tanks have just now started being produced here for Jjakji. If there is a Banshee inside of his natural, there's only 2 Marines here. Where's that Viking when you need it, as they're on the opposite side of the map? Ryung notices that. He should be able to get quite a few of these SCV kills. Oh, he's going to go and chase those other ones instead of going into the main, but... he might just go away and just... Oh my god, yeah, he's just gonna say, I'm out of here, but these Vikings should be able to get it eventually. I don't think he got cloak for it, so he won't be able to hide with that cloak. Oh, but if he just did sick jukes, he's out of there. Well then.
Well then, indeed. Indubitably, absolutely, and incredulously. Stim pack timing is matched up pretty well for both players. I really like these Hellions out of Jjakji, though. I kind of hope he keeps these alive. They can just bring so much extra damage when it comes to mowing down those Marines. I mean, a lot of folks look at tank-Marine fights and they get so caught up in the tanks, but oftentimes the tanks are just kind of the stoic part of the engagement. It's the Marines that decide how things go. It's the maneuvering, it's the drops, it's the stims in and out, baiting shots. There's a lot of things that go on outside of the tanks, but the Hellions can mow down those Marines so freaking quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it can be pretty one-sided when that does happen, but they do have to get in that position, and I mean, luckily for him, he doesn't have those the blue flame. If it was mech, that's usually what you'll see against the, a bio player going up against the mech player, where all of a sudden the Marines go in, and then it's just like, no, you're not going anywhere. But we are going to see Marine tank versus Marine tank on Catalina, but geez Louise, man, Ryung has just been, I feel like he's in a much better spot, at least right now, as far as setting up for that late game, or the mid game at least. While the army values are very similar, he's just ahead in pretty much every aspect except for, I mean, what is it? The Banshee that Jjakji might have? Or Ryung, rather. Oh my god, I'm not even looking at the right supplies. I thought that he actually had one. So, excuse me for just kind of talking nonsense. I apologize.
Well, Zerg, you're excused. Oh, nice catch on the medevac! Nice with those Marines. Wow!
That's a pretty nice pickoff for Ryung.
But look at this, the Hellions sneak in at the same time, so Ryung catches one medevac, almost takes bad losses with the other, but Tempo, my friend, despite this similar builds of the similar opening, look at this supply difference.
Yeah, that is what's crazy about it, everything here, 5 tanks to 3, it's just like, he's held it, I feel like Jjakji keep trying to do stuff, but this one Marine is so ambitious, I think he's actually gonna, no, he's not gonna do it, is he? That would have been kind of crazy, though. But yeah, that supply difference is going to tell it, as Ryung just seems to be doing better in every aspect of it, despite them doing kind of the same thing. Like, everything is behind here for Jjakji.
Well, scans going off to try and see where this positioning is. Usually if you scan the main like this, it's a big signal like, here comes the drop! But I just walked down the middle of the map right now.
Yeah. He's going to boost up, Doom drop into the main. Ryung taking the first aggressive posture as far as Doom drops go. This is going to be rough. All the production is getting camped.
Yeah.
Jjakji is on his side of the map as well. But, oh no! Watch out for your other units.
But look at the main of Jjakji right now. I mean, the compromise is real. He's going to boost and try and get on top of this, but his auditor is down. His Marines ready to stim. Jjakji can't unload directly on top of the tanks. The medevac's going to get picked off immediately. Tanks are not going to get a chance to siege. Ryung is going to have SCVs pulled into him for this. He was ahead, and he's going to stay ahead after this attack. Damage has been good.
Yes.
And oh my god, this is going really bad for Jjakji. He's down to 29 workers off the back end of this.
And all of the production that did get killed there as well. Ryung just going to boost on, save his medevacs there. And he's continuing with a huge stream of units across the map as well. So this is not the end of this attack. He's going to go ahead with all these units that do have that 1-0. 1-1 will be finishing as well. And he is going in. He has a third that is already done. And he's going to start mining from it soon. Jjakji is just trying to figure out what the hell he's going to do with his life as soon as his push hits. Not even thinking about an expansion yet. Oh my goodness. I'm a bit worried for Jjakji, I'm not going to lie. He has to rebuild all of his add-ons on his structures, and he has to actually rebuild the structures themselves. He's just going to fall behind in production.
Oh, I love this tank siege on the low ground. Marines unloading like crazy on the top. I mean, his army supply count is out of control for his opponent. Jjakji is just about out of juice, and it looks like Ryung, ladies and gentlemen, is going to break the Ripkick curse. He'll take the series 2-1 and go for the ace smash.